my friends, how you doing today? I have some pickups that I want to share with you, and I'm a little excited about a few of them, and I like sharing these things with you. But do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button, okay? I don't like to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy that says, please hit that subscribe button. You might be intentionally not hitting that subscribe button. Just be like, that guy keeps telling me to hit the subscribe button. I'm not going to do it. I won't do what the man tells me to do. I got to stay firm. Damn the man.
More updates.
Damn the man. And I get you. I get you. There's some YouTubers that I don't subscribe to, and I just watch their stuff because, you know what, I don't like them that much. Yeah, I don't like them I don't like them that much, okay? I don't think you deserve my subscription. But listen, my friends, if you like what you see, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you'll be notified. I post a lot of these things, and I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I would love to one day have some kind of studio send me something for free. You know, like all these other YouTubers here, and they usually these studios send them stuff for free, and then they go and flip them anyway. They'll sell their free copies of whatever they got to somebody on eBay or whatever with the hole punched in the back or whatever. And I'm not looking for that. I am a movie collector, a movie lover, and that's what I'm here for, is to share with you the different movies, and maybe you guys will want to join in the collecting, because physical media, to me, is the way to go. I love having something that I can have and hold till death do I part. Yes, that's what it is. All right, so let me tell you what I got here. First one is a Shout Factory release, and I was a little excited about this because I am a fan of 2 out of the 3 movies, but maybe a fan of the 3rd movie if I watch it again. I have not seen the movie in a long time, but this is the Oh God collection, and it stars John Denver and George Burns and a whole bunch of other people, okay? These are really good movies. These are good family movies. Oh God and Oh God Book 2, personally my favorite. First one, Oh God, John Denver sees God. They don't want to believe that it's him. And then George Burns, he plays an awesome God character. I mean, not all the God characters I think I've ever seen in my life in different movies. He is probably one of the best ones. The movies, these movies are touching. They're moving. The second one, a little girl, God comes to see her, wants her to be a spokesperson for him, wants her to come up with a slogan. She comes up with a slogan, Thank God, and she is on fire to try to get everybody to believe that God does exist. But of course, they're all looking at her like she's crazy. You're talking to God, they're ready to put her in a mental institution. But God steps it up, shows them that he's real and he's there. And these are great movies. The third one was Oh God, You Devil. I think that's what the title of that one was called. And it was George Burns playing God and the devil. That one I kind of was deterred from. I don't know if that was because it was later. The storyline wasn't that great. I don't know. But the first 2, loved them. And Shout Factory is given to us in a triple pack, so you get all 3 in one place. So, Oh God, the collection. Next one I picked up is one that I was waiting to pick up for a long time. I held off. Big Eli Roth fan, but I was told that this is probably one of Eli Roth's worst movies. Now, I don't think Eli Roth could have a worse movie, but you know, sometimes we have some misses, sometimes we have some hits, and this is the movie called The Stranger. I know nothing about this movie. I'm going into this blind, have not watched it yet. All I know, it is an Eli Roth film, and I am an Eli Roth fan, so I gotta think it can't be that bad. And it is a Scream Factory release, so Eli Roth / Scream Factory, to me, it's already a hit. But I could be wrong. Comment below. You've seen The Stranger, and it's terrible. Don't even bother. Go shut off your TV. Go take a nap or something. Something's not right. What am I grabbing here? I'm grabbing the wrong stuff here. Next one I got in the mail from Amazon. I pre-ordered this thing. It is Part 2, the sequel of Salem's Lot, A Return to Salem's Lot. Okay, this one's a little difficult because a lot of people like the movie Salem's Lot. Stephen King adaptation, made for TV. People say it's scary, the original Salem's Lot. I watched the original Salem's Lot. I bought the original Salem's Lot. I was not scared. I was kind of bored. I was bored. It was kind of cheesy, made-for-TV style stuff. Now, there has been some really good made-for-TV movies out there, and they did a great job with the Stephen King made-for-TV adaptations in the past. But for some reason, Salem's Lot has been a classic for everybody. I think it's because they used that Nosferatu-type vampire, and it just kind of hit home with maybe some of the old schoolers. But I just could not get into it. It wasn't scary. I felt like it dragged. I felt like it went on forever. So you asked me, why did you get A Return to Salem's Lot? Because I'm a completist, and if I have Part 1, I gotta get Part 2. Maybe Part 2's better than Part 1. Things like that have happened in the past. I mean, let's think about Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I mean, that perfect example. Part 1 was great. Part 2 was better. Sorry, that's the way it goes. Maybe A Return to Salem's Lot is a better movie than Part 1. I'm not sure. It is a Scream Factory. Sold on that. And I don't know. I don't know anything about the sequel. I do remember the first part and the first movie, and I'm honest with you. I just didn't. It didn't do anything for me. It just felt like it really dragged. I didn't think it was scary. I thought the makeup was kind of. It probably would have been good if it was black and white. If they would have did it, but the color, and especially with the Blu-ray, with the transfer and everything, it was very pasty, and everything seemed very over. Makeup, is that the word I'm looking for? Overdone. Like if you haven't seen Salem's Lot in a long time, go back and revisit it and tell me if it still holds up to your expectations of movies or whatever. Because to me, it just, I watched it for the first time, and I could tell you, it wasn't like a Lost Boys where I finished watching, I was like, yeah, I want to throw this in again. I was kind of like, okay, this is under my belt. I could chalk this up to my movies I've watched, and I leave it at that. But A Return to Salem's Lot was coming out. This was originally, I think, a Warner Brothers Archives Burn on Demand DVD. I did not want that. I wanted the Blu-ray. I waited, got it. Have not watched it yet. Hopefully better than the first one. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. I mean, you guys use your own judgment. Next one I got was a movie called the new Mortal Kombat. I finally got the new Mortal Kombat, and I have seen this. I watched it in the drive-in with the family, and I really enjoyed it. So I had to get it. But this was one of those I postponed. I waited. I didn't want to buy it for $22, brand new off the shelf for $24. This is the Blu-ray pack. If it was the 4K, it would have been like 27 or 28 or whatever. The brand new Blu-ray, I think, was 22 or something like that. DVD was $19.99. I didn't want to pay that price for it. Usually when I see a movie already, I'm like, okay, I've seen it. I've seen it in movie theater. I can wait to buy it, either used or wait to get it on eBay, dirt cheap. And $8. I paid $8 for this. It is the Blu-ray digital code pack. Does the digital code, is it even in here? Let's see. If the digital code is in here, is it working? I don't know. Let's open it up. Nope. No digital code. Which is fine with me because I don't use digital codes. My plan for that was, if there was a digital code in it right now, I was going to give you the digital code because I don't do digital codes. But Mortal Kombat, that was a really good one. This next one I got is a movie that was brought up in the movie The Burbs, the movie with Tom Hanks and Corey Feldman, and who's the other guy? I'm not gonna remember his name. I'm not even gonna try to go there. Rick Dukeman. Wow, I might have got it. Anyway, the movie about the neighbors. They think the neighbors are killing people and burying them in their backyard. Well, in the movie, he brings up this movie, and I've always wanted to see it. He says, "Oh, this reminds me of this movie."
Did you ever see the movie The Sentinel, Mr. Peterson? It's about the old guy who owns the apartment, which is kind of like the gateway to hell.
And he brought up this movie, and for years, this movie's kind of piqued my interest, but I didn't want to pay the money for it, and I was like, am I really going to like it? But $10, I'm giving it a shot. Factory sealed, Scream Factory release, The Sentinel. Okay, if you have seen The Sentinel, comment below. Tell me a little bit about if I should watch this. Is this going to be like my new love? Because there was a movie that I put off for a long time. I want something crawl. Wow. I want to say it has crawl space. I put it off. Never watched it. Put it off. Finally bought it. Scream Factory release. I was like, okay, I collect Scream Factory releases. I'm going to buy it just because it's a Scream Factory release. Bought it. I absolutely loved the movie Crawl Space. I thought that was great. Is this going to be my next Crawl Space, The Sentinel? I mean, the storyline sounded great. For years, it piqued my interest. I just didn't want to go out and spend the dough on it. But a release by Scream Factory, The Sentinel, I don't know. I think it's going to be good. Hopefully, it's not a one-watch under the belt, all done. And, hopefully it's something that I want to watch again and again and again. That usually makes me feel good. Crawl Space was great. What was the other one that I picked up that was... I've watched it like 3 or 4 times since it came out. I'm going to lose track. It's got Peter Billingsley in it. I reviewed it before on this channel. It was another... I could think of the picture on the cover with the kid's face. I'm going to put it over here. I'm not going to go search for it, try to figure out what it was right now, but I'm going to put it right over here. I want to say it was like something that was shot like in Arizona, in the desert. Anyway, I'll put it over here when I remember what it was. But that movie I have watched multiple times. That was one that just flew under the radar, and I have watched it so many times since I purchased it. I hope the Sentinel is the same way. I got 2 more titles. They're big hits. I have not seen them yet, but I bought them because I am a fan, and I bought them because I could wait and get them real cheap. I did not want to spend it. Like I said, I don't like to spend the $20 or the $27 price that you would pay at a Walmart or a Best Buy or whatever, because I know that the price is going to drop eventually. If I wanted to wait long enough, they might end up being like a $5 or $7 bin at Walmart. And back in the day, the old me, oh my goodness, I would drive my family crazy hunting for these things, spending hundreds of dollars for these things. I remember me and my wife getting into this big brawl over the Seinfeld original box set at Best Buy. I was so angry. They had a copy of it. We drove all the way up to go get it. They had a copy of it behind the counter, and it was being on hold for somebody. It's on hold for somebody. So I'm like, we just drove all the way up here. Can you just sell me that copy over there? No, we're holding that for somebody. I'm like, yeah, but I don't feel like that's fair. You know, I really, and it ended up being a big fiasco, and probably one of the last times I lost my crap from trying to collect something, because me and the wife were fighting. I was miserable. I was angry. It was a terrible situation. But so now I wait, and I find things for reasonable prices. This one is The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, and I'm a big Ryan Reynolds fan. I'm a big Deadpool, hands down, my favorite superhero. If you want to call him a superhero, he's just the real deal, and I absolutely love that character that Ryan Reynolds plays. The first movie, the part 1 of this was great. I thought it was great. Samuel Jackson, Ryan Reynolds, Salma Hayek, right? Am I saying it right? Yep. Oh no, man, they threw an Antonio Banderas in this one. Was he in the first one? I can't even remember. Whatever. I'm sure it's gonna be good. It's got Ryan Reynolds in it. It's going to be good. Know what I wish they would release? And if you even remember this TV series, comment below. There was a TV series back in the day. It was Ryan Reynolds', I think, first television appearance, his first television debut. And it was a short-lived series. I want to say it was on Nickelodeon, but it was a TV series called 15.
Hey, that was really good.
Oh, hi, kid.
I mean, that was really good.
Well, I hack around a little.
I wasn't just hacking around. I didn't know you could play the guitar like that.
Hey, did you know Jimi Hendrix played guitar left-handed?
Who?
I loved that TV series. It was, I mean, we're talking a young teen Ryan Reynolds. He could have been 12 or something when that TV show came out. I loved it. I miss it. It's not on YouTube. You can't find it anywhere. I wish somebody would dig that up, give it some kind of DVD, Blu-ray love, and release that thing. I would buy it like in a heartbeat. I've been a Ryan Reynolds fan for years, and I'm sure this is going to be a big hit. $7, $7. You know what I mean? It's used. It's a used one there. I mean, I'm gonna crack it open, because if there is a code inside, no. Once again, okay, we got the DVD Blu-ray combo pack. Code has been taken away, which I don't mind. You know, if I pay $7 for a Blu-ray and a DVD and I'm missing code, I really don't care. Last one. My daughter actually advised me to get this. I am not a big fan of either of these franchises, but I do own everything I possibly can from both of them, because that's just the collector in me. And it is the Godzilla and King Kong movie, Godzilla versus Kong. I have the Criterions of Godzilla. I got the big Criterion book or whatever, and this was like a completion of my collection. I just had to add this to my collection of Godzilla / King Kong movies. I got the other King Kong movies, which I prefer the King Kong movies over the Godzilla movies. I mean, don't kill me. I mean, I prefer it. This is my thing. I just can't really get into King Kong as Godzilla as a I don't know, like a villain. I just don't. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. I mean, some people, they live by these things. It's not my thing. Not my thing. I like sci-fi movies. I like horror movies. I like stuff like that. I like comedies and stuff. But for some reason, I own everything from Godzilla, and I own everything from King Kong. The old stuff. I think I'm missing one Godzilla title because it's out of print and it's going for a ton of money on Blu-ray. It's like one of those single movies or whatever. But I'm waiting. Eventually they'll re-release it and I'll buy it. I can live to wait for it because I've watched the Godzilla movies and I just don't go to them. I don't go to them as like my Saturday afternoon treat. You know what I mean? But this 2-pack here, I did. Oh, it is factory sealed. Now, is it? Now, okay, wait a minute. Is it factory sealed, but they snuck out the... Ah, yes. Yep, they did. Okay. Once again, not a problem. I did pay $7 for this, and it looks like it is factory sealed. $7 free shipping. You pay a little tax on it when you buy stuff on eBay nowadays. They tax twice. I don't even know why they do that. It doesn't make any sense to me because somebody already purchased this thing from, let's say, a Walmart. They got taxed for it already. And then you're going to resell it on eBay, and they're going to tax it again. That's like a double tax. I don't know. I don't really understand that, but I want to be by the law, so I do by the law. But it does say Blu-ray, DVD, digital combo pack, and most of the time, if the seller says on the top, digital not included, I will still buy it because all I want is the Blu-ray and the DVD. I am not a streamer. I am not going to watch King Kong versus Godzilla versus King Kong on my phone. Okay, I have TVs for that. Some people, that's what their thing is, but that's not my thing. So if you have seen Godzilla versus, yeah, I'm saying right, because sometimes switch the name, Godzilla versus King Kong, and I should hop on this and say, hey, this is actually a good one. I don't know, the last one, the last Godzilla movie, I watched with the girl from Stranger Things, and I didn't care for it. I didn't care for. I have not seen. I mean, I'm not saying Godzilla's not a good character. I think he can be a good character. I just don't think they figured it out yet. And maybe you're looking at maybe the old ones. I mean, a lot of people are big into the old Godzilla movies, and that's what they're in search for. And I'm sure visually these things are beautiful. The CGI thing, which is maybe another problem with me, is that I'm not really a CGI guy. I don't really. I prefer practical effects. I prefer Tom Savini and the practical effects guys. I prefer the original Yoda puppet. You know what I mean, with the Grover voice over Baby Yoda, the child. You know, and the CGI Yoda from Phantom Menace. I just prefer the puppets. I prefer the puppets over the CGI. So maybe that's why I have a hard time with these new Godzilla and King Kong movies, because they do look beautiful. Don't get me wrong. They look beautiful. And if I was into that kind of thing, I'd be like, oh, counting the strands of hair on King Kong's head. But I have a hard time with the CGI. I just there's always that little element of fake hanging over its head. You know what I mean? And you look at me like, oh, you thought Yoda was real? No, I didn't think Yoda was real. But he had more... To me, the Yoda from the original Empire Strikes Back, he just had more feeling. Like you wanted to know that Yoda. I don't know about you, or maybe that's because the era that I was raised in or whatever. But that Yoda in Empire, he was just cool, man. He was old, and he's got Luke doing handstands and levitating boulders, and then all of a sudden you go back to Phantom Menace and he's CGI and he's flying and flipping, and maybe it's not even Phantom Menace. I think it might be one of the three or whatever when he's fighting. I think Dooku or whatever one it was. He's flying all over the place, and I'm like, that ain't the Yoda that I grew to love. That's not my Yoda. This is somebody else's Yoda. This is a Yoda imposter. Somebody's grabbed my Yoda and they turned it into something else. And then all of a sudden the child came out, okay? And I have not watched any of those. I'm not going on a rant. I'm getting off of King Kong, but I have not watched any of those TV episodes of I can't remember what the name of it is. And I know you guys don't want to bash me on this one, but I hear they're really good. And it's supposed to be the story of Jango Fett, Boba Fett, whatever the situation that he's protecting Yoda. One of those Fetts is protecting Yoda. Little confusion, but maybe it makes sense if I watched it. But I have not watched it. But just the fact that I go to the toy store and I can't spit without hitting a child figure, that might have been it for me. I just think it was a little too commercialized, a little too geared up around the children, a little bit too much of let's make a buck off of Yoda. Well, back in the day, I had a Yoda puppet. Back in the day, I had Yoda toys. Back in the day, I had Star Wars toys. But the collecting was different. You know, now it's like there was one Yoda figure made by Hasbro. Okay, one. And he came with a snake around his neck and a little cloak thing there. And I had him and I loved him. And I tried to hang on to that snake as long as I could, or his little cane for as long as I could, or his little cloak as long as I could. And then eventually you take him off and you just got a Yoda in a brown jumpsuit thing. You know, listen, if you're a Star Wars fan, you know what I'm talking about. I just think that they commercialize things nowadays to take advantage of kids. I mean, what father can't walk down an aisle at a Target or a Walmart and you have a son or daughter or whatever that's a fan of the TV series, and they don't go, Daddy, get me one of them Childs. Okay, or Baby Yoda. That's what they go, get me a Baby Yoda. They're everywhere. They're literally everywhere. So, wow, that was too much. So anyway, as far as Godzilla versus King Kong, I'm just not a CGI guy. I'm not a CGI guy. I think the practical effects people, they put a lot of work into the puppets. They put a lot of work into the makeup and the masks and everything like that. And sometimes they look really bad. Sometimes they look really cheesy. But I think it's the work. And I'm not saying that the CGI people don't work either. But something about, you know, prosthetics and the... I like to do my kids' makeup on Halloween. I mean, that's my thing. I enjoy sitting there with them for hours and putting on the prosthetics, putting on the makeup stuff, and doing that kind of stuff with them. So maybe I'm a little biased on that situation. But the CGI just doesn't do it for me. So this is probably going to be one of those CGI extravaganzas, and I'm probably not going to like it either. If you liked it, I'm not going to apologize to you. That's your preference. You know, you're a fan of that kind of stuff. All the power to you. But I'm not. I like the practical effects stuff, and I'll take a Yoda puppet over a CGI Yoda any day. Just like I take a Godzilla man dressed in a Godzilla suit over a CGI Godzilla. That's just me. Same thing with King Kong. Actually, King Kong I think was a claymation, which is even cool. I mean, think about stop motion claymation, how much time and effort it must have took for the original people to try to bring that thing to life and make people believe that this was actually a gigantic monkey climbing up the Empire State Building. I mean, come on. All right. With that said, my friends, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And I will see you later.